Hi, I'm Bianca from Vashon Nature Center, and I'm excited to share our sample surveying today at Shinglemill Creek with you guys. This is one of our sample sites, and we have the Land Trust crew here that's helping us with the sample. We're going to do a lot of different things and measure a lot of different things that tell us about the health of this creek. So we're going to look at physical parameters and chemical parameters and biological parameters. And John right here is doing the chemical and physical parameters in terms of water temperature, electrical conductivity, and pH that he's recording. And then we're also going to take out some equipment so that we can catch some bugs. And then by looking through the samples at the different bugs we have, we can tell a lot about the impacts to the creek. We're also going to be looking at the width of the stream, the depth of the water, how fast it's flowing. We're going to be counting a lot of large woody debris here because that's good habitat for fish and good food for invertebrates that fish eat. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff today, and we'll patch you in on each one of them as we go. Here we go. John is doing a Cerber sampler. This is a net that takes the invertebrates and captures them from the water. And there's this square foot little square, and that standardizes how much of a sample we take so we can compare between creeks. So John is timing himself. It's going to take 1 minute we disturb the sediments for. And he's using that tool to get down into what we call the hyporheic zone, which is the gravels on the stream bed, and that's where all these little invertebrates are living and making their lives. Go, John, go! It is hard work doing a 1 minute stirring up of these sediments in this cold, cold river. But everything flows into that net, and that's what becomes our sample. So Sierra and Jamaica here are measuring the stream for us. So they're going to look at how wide is the stream, how much water is flowing through it. They're also calculating how many pools there are on our stream reach. Pools are really great habitat for fish to hide in, and they could escape the currents and they can get down into the bottom of these pools and stay nice and cool in the summer. So Jamaica just caught this fish in one of our pools when she was sampling. This is a cutthroat trout living in Shinglemill. You can see it's pretty big, actually. Good job, Jamaica. So these are some of the things we're finding in the stream. This is a casemaker caddisflies. They spin silk. They're little wormy guys. And they spin silk and stick rocks together, and then they live in these little houses on bigger rocks. So these guys are called golden stoneflies. And if you look closely, you can see that they've got gills underneath their armpits and between their tails there. That's how they breathe. And these guys have amazing mouth parts. Some stoneflies are predators, and some of them are shredders, so they shred up old leaves. These stoneflies are good indicators of water quality because they need a lot of oxygen, and when they don't have oxygen, then they can't survive. So you can see this guy is starting to do some push-ups. That's because the water is still and there's not as much oxygen in it for him. So he's trying to move the water over his gills to get more oxygen into his body. Okay, so we're done with our survey, and these little sample bottles have all of our biological insects in them. This is our biological sample, and you guys are going to get to go through these with us in a couple weeks. Biological indicators like bugs can tell us a lot more about the stream than the chemical and physical can, because these guys integrate. They live in the bottom of the stream and they integrate all of the impacts. Whereas if you just take a sample of the chemical composition of the water, then you just get this spot in time and you might miss some things. So biological indicators are really important to include when you're looking at the health of the stream. So we're excited to go through these with you guys and see what we can discover about the stream and its health.